Hi everybody, this is Roxy, and I am going to give you a 25-cent tour of my Art Lair. Oops, now that it's all done. Sam was here about a month or so ago, and what she calls it is, I had all my ducks in a row, and she just got them all going in the right direction. So she helped organize like crazy, and organizing to me is, I love being organized, but it kind of overwhelms me a little bit, you know, especially when, like what she did is she came and she took all my paper and put it over on the other side of the room. And then she put all my embellishments on another side of the room. And then all the, you know, and I just was like, oh, we are never, ever going to get this back together again. But she did it. And it's amazing. I mean, I craft so much more easily. And just everything is just, I know where everything is now, which I didn't before. So then after she left, my job was to decorate, which is kind of more that I can have fun with. So that's the part that I'm going to really show, is more of the decorating part of it. She already showed the organizing part of it. And then she's going to come back on Tuesday to see my end result. So first of all, I want to show you, I had this inspiration page. This is from Romantic Homes. And I would love, this to me is just very nostalgic. It reminds me of going to my mom's friends' houses. You know, it's just very, like, this to me is real kind of summer retreat. And what I did is I took the colors. I took this dark green and the light green and this kind of a lilac or lavender, and then this kind of dark yellow. And I incorporated all those colors. So there's the yellow, and there's the green, and some of the lavender, some more green, and so and there's some of the red. So I kind of just tried to incorporate those colors into this Art Lair, and I'm really pleased with the results. I just like how this, I don't like a lot of stuff around me, but I do like to have decoration around me and things that I love, and that's how I buy antiques or flea market stuff. Is if I love it, I buy it because I know I'm gonna appreciate it and use it. So anyways, I'll get started on my desk. This is just my little cutter and my cutting station, and I have this pan. I always have a pan at all the stations so that if I have to put stuff away, I can throw it in the pan. This pan is actually for projects I have upcoming that maybe I've bought items to use for it. This is my dog Galloway. He's always with me. He's sitting in the chair sleeping right now. But this is his sugar mama. I had to decorate it up for him. And it's just his biscuit jar, and he's running low. But this was a flower I received. And this is actually a hat that I found at a antique store for a couple bucks, and I was gonna cut it up for the flowers, and there's some velvet ribbons, but I couldn't bring myself to do it, so I used it for a sugar mama. There's my button jar, and then inside I've got some old, these are my mom's old measuring cups, and I just use, if I'm working on a project, I scoop some out and use what I find. Instead of trying to dig. You know, I mean, there's some projects where I'll sit and dig for something I know I have, but usually I just use what I've got. This is, these are all my distress tools, and this pencil tray I think was my brother's, and I'll bet it's 55 years old, so it's still, I've used it, all us girls used it in our desk, I used it, I still have it. And they don't know I have it, so don't say anything. And then this cabinet, my dad had a cabinet like this down in his wood shop area in the basement growing up. And these are old, literally medicine cabinets. This is what they had in the bathroom. And talk about kind of cumbersome. You know, they're not small. But, and this flower's from Johnny. So anyways, Bill my scrubs brought this home from a sale. And he was going to clean it up and resell it, but I said, no, I want it, because it really reminds me of my dad. My sister still has his cabinet, and so this was nice to find. Inside here is all my embossing powder. It's embossing and Just all embossing stuff. But look at it, still got the label. Cool. But see, this is what they were just galvanized. I don't even know if they painted them in those days. So then there's my carousel and my little finger dabbers that I love. And, oops, my spongies. Look at this old thing. Talk about beat up, right? And then my stamp thingies. And this rack, I found at a garage sale. This woman had a craft store up the street and she had to close it. So she sold all her fixtures. And this was actually kind of a modern steel looking. And Sam painted it red. So then there's all my Distress ink, my Glimmer Mist, all my different inks that I use on a daily basis. I have another cabinet that has like specialty inks, like the Kaleidoscope or Kaleidocolor that somebody reminded me was called, and what else? Like silvers and gold, you know, the metallics, and then Adirondacks. I've got a drawer full of Adirondacks over there. And so anyways, this is my desk. This is where all the magic happens. I'm just kidding. I sound like Barney Fife. Okay, so I will get on with this. And so here's this part. So hang on for the next part. Thank you. Okay, so this, I think I'm mixing this all up. Anyways, this is my conky, my boombox, and some of the CDs, and my sewing machine, and the box down there is all my sewing supplies, and my vintage little Singer sewing machine stand. And then this is the back of my Cricut and cutting station. And that white cabinet, Scrubs found that at a garage sale, and it works perfect. I'll show you the other side. And that is my mom's typewriter. She got that when she was 18. No, yeah, 18. So that would have been 1933. And I've had it for years. When I was a kid, I was banging on it and I busted the T. But I found a guy in town and he just fixed it, so now I can actually use it. And, well, I could use it before, but it was just, you know, I didn't have a T. And then this drawer, these are like long drawers. They hold all projects that I'm working on. And then over here, and then if anybody's here, I can just take that yellow cabinet off, and they can scrap right on the other side of the table with me. This little chair, they can use that chair, but I got a little cushion they can sit on. But that basket, or that bowl or whatever, is all my mounted stamps. And then that little cage is full of beautiful tags and cards I've received from people, and I go through that often. And then that little stand is for the current project that we have for YPP. This is an old, I think it's either optometrist thing. And what that, it holds all kinds of, like, all my, you know, like crayons and junk and kind of miscellaneous stuff that I don't use a lot. But these are really cool. It weighs a ton because it's all, you know, like a drawer for one thing. Isn't that decadent? Nothing. 2 little cigar bands. I'm sure I'll fill it up someday. Yeah. So, and then paintbrushes. And then these baskets hold some of my miscellaneous paper. I'll have to go to the other side here just a sec.